you've grown from a really small team to 6 people, right? Approaching $1 billion capacity. So how do you maintain that culture going forward and as you're growing and through the challenging periods?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a aspect of hedge funds which I think is often overlooked, very significantly actually, because I think that in the hedge fund industry, look, everyone knows how to analyze returns, right? Everyone's trained actually to analyze returns using certain metrics, right? Drawdown, Sharpe ratio, analyze returns, etc., right? But I think the people aspect, like understanding the team dynamics underlying the hedge fund that they're investing in, that's much more difficult to assess, right? Especially to quantify. So in our case, I can tell you what we do, Amanda, is that one of the things I always talk about is the importance of what's called commitment culture. Commitment culture just means that, look, you're invested in the long-term success of your respective employee. And look, the long-term success of your employee, it may not mean staying at your company for their entire life. And as we all know, that's normal, right? But it's about really, really, truly looking after them as almost like a family member, right? And so I think that's what commitment culture really encapsulates. And interestingly enough, like I really love reading about management, management styles, management reviews, business articles, etc. I kind of got really into this, and there is a body of knowledge. It's not very well known to back up this commitment culture, which I'm referring to. There's a great study, by the way, in 2002 by the California Management Review. I know you're a business school person, Amanda, and I'm sure you probably haven't heard of this journal before, right? But they did a great study actually on startups where they divided up all startups into one of five categories. One of them was commitment culture. One of them was autocratic culture. One of them was star culture, etc. And star culture is what we currently have, right? Where like someone does really well, they get a huge bonus, right? And they found that the startups that followed commitment culture from day one, after 10 years, guess what? Every single one of them were still alive, which to me was like really remarkable. Like for me, that was an aha moment when I saw that. I'm like, oh, wow.